Welcome back to Ethereal You. In this video, we take a look at the transition from physical life to death, according to the ancient text, the Tibetan Book of the Dead. In the Tibetan tradition, the moment of death is seen as a profound and sacred transition, a journey of the soul from one state of existence to another. According to the Tibetan Book of the Dead, or Bardo Thodol, this process is not a final end, but a continuation of the soul's journey through various states of consciousness. As we approach the moment of death, the physical body begins to break down, and the elements that make up our form, earth, water, fire, and air, dissolve. This process is reflected in sensations of heaviness, thirst, warmth, and breathlessness. But the most important part of this transition is what happens beyond the physical. The soul enters the first Bardo, or intermediate state. The term Bardo refers to a state of existence between life and rebirth, and in the Tibetan Book of the Dead, 3 distinct Bardos are described that the soul passes through after death. The Bardo of the moment of death. Immediately after death, the soul experiences the dissolution of the physical elements and enters the Chikhai Bardo, a moment of pure, radiant consciousness. Here, the true nature of reality is revealed, the clear light, a brilliant, all-encompassing light that represents the essence of the universe and our own deepest self. This light is the soul's true nature, a state of oneness with the divine. For the spiritually prepared, this is a moment of liberation. If the soul can recognize and merge with the clear light, it attains enlightenment and breaks free from the cycle of birth and death, samsara. However, for many, the brilliance of this light is overwhelming, and the soul may turn away, unable to fully recognize it. The Bardo of the experiencing of reality. If the soul does not recognize the clear light, it enters the second stage, known as the Chönyid Bardo. In this state, the soul encounters various visions and manifestations, which are projections of its own mind. These visions range from peaceful deities, representing the soul's higher nature, to wrathful figures, symbolizing the unresolved fears and attachments of the mind. This is a critical moment, where the soul's reactions determine its path. If the soul can remain calm and recognize these visions as projections of its own consciousness, it can move towards liberation. However, if fear and attachment arise, the soul becomes more entangled in illusions, leading it further into the cycle of rebirth. The Conad Bardo is a reflection of the soul's state of consciousness. If it is peaceful and aware, the journey is smoother. If it is clouded by fear, anger, or desire, the visions become more terrifying and confusing. This stage shows us that the mind's contents at the time of death have a profound impact on the soul's experience after leaving the body. The Bardo of becoming. If the soul has not attained liberation in the previous stages, it enters the Sidpa Bardo, the phase of rebirth. In this state, the soul becomes increasingly aware of its need to find a new physical form. The experiences here reflect the soul's karma and past actions, drawing it towards different potential rebirths. In the Sidpa Bardo, the soul encounters glimpses of potential future lives, which are shaped by its attachments, desires, and accumulated karma. The soul is drawn towards a new womb, pulled by the energetic forces that correspond to its inner state. At this point, the soul is no longer in control, but is guided by the karmic currents that determine its next incarnation. This stage emphasizes the importance of one's actions and thoughts during life, as they profoundly influence the journey through death and into the next life. The Tibetan tradition encourages conscious living and preparation for death, as it is believed that awareness at the moment of death can lead to liberation or a more favorable rebirth. The Tibetan Book of the Dead teaches us that the process of dying is not something to fear, but an opportunity for spiritual awakening. By preparing for death while still alive, through meditation, mindfulness, and cultivating awareness of our true nature, we can navigate the Bardos with greater clarity and peace. This ancient wisdom reminds us that death is not the end. It is a doorway to new realms of existence, offering the soul a chance to transcend the limitations of physical life and merge with the infinite consciousness of the universe. For those left behind, the Tibetan Book of the Dead also offers solace, encouraging us to view death not as a loss, but as a sacred journey. Through understanding these stages, we can let go of fear and embrace the deeper, universal truths about the continuity of the soul. In this understanding, we find that life and death are intimately connected, part of the same cycle of transformation and growth. Whether we face death ourselves or witness the passing of others, this wisdom allows us to approach it with a sense of peace, reverence, and trust in the infinite journey of the soul. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe and share.